Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? My name is Padda. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first YouTube video, so hopefully I don't mess it up too much and look like a jackass. Anyways, now that I got that out the way, get into the video. So this video is basically going to be about an estimate of how much money you need in order to retire. I think this is a very important question. Most people don't think about retirement until, it's almost too late. Most people start thinking about retirement when they hit their 50s or late 40s. I'm in my 20s, and I ask like a million questions when it comes to retirement. The company I work for, I'm always contacting human resources, asking them about retirement. And a lot of the times I hear the same answer, and they're always like, why are you already asking about retirement? You're so young still. And my answer is always like, now is the best time to think about retirement. When else would you think about retirement? When you're like in your 50s, say you got 2-3 years before you retire, then you go to human resources and you ask them about retirement. And then and if you want to make any changes, it's too late. It's already too late. So you want to get on it at a really early age. And that's why I'm making this video. I wanted to kind of discuss with you guys what knowledge I've gained from asking questions and some of the resources that I've come across, which I think is a really good resource, which I'm going to be showing you guys later on in the video, of how you can estimate how much money you need in order to retire. All right guys, before I show you guys this program that I came across to estimate how much money you need, I do want to say that I am not a professional. I'm just a random guy on YouTube that's been kind of doing his research for about a year, and I feel like this tool here it's one of the best tools I've found so far. I've seen other people make YouTube videos on how to calculate how much money you'll need, but I feel like it kind of complicates things. And you guys, I don't know if you guys know about the 4% rule. That one is a really complicated rule. So I feel like this method here that I'm going to show you guys it's much easier, and it's more detailed depending on your circumstances. Okay, so before we get into it, you need to know two most important things. Number one is, what are your expenses? How much money do you expect to spend every year? And number two is, what does your future hold for you? Do you have kids? If, like for me, I don't have any kids. So for me, retirement right now is different from where it will be, because most likely I'll have more expenses then. I don't have any kids or anything like that, so obviously that takes down a lot of my expenses. Let's talk about monthly expenses, because it's much easier to do monthly. You get your bills, and so you can just kind of add them up. I'm going to use myself as an example so I could walk you guys through the app that I came across. So my monthly expenses, basically, that's your internet service, your credit card bill, your PG&E bill, whatever, if you have Netflix, whatever entertainment system you use. You also have your home insurance, which is a really big one. You have your car insurance. You also have your property tax if you own property. And last but most important, which is the biggest one for most Americans, which is the mortgage. Okay, so when I add up all my expenses other than mortgage, my expenses are about $1,300 a month. And if I add my home mortgage, which is about $600 a month, that equals out to be about $1,900 a month. Those are my total expenses in 1 month. And you wanna multiply that by 12, because the expenses that you need, the total amount of expenses that you need to have is for a year, because that's just how the app works. You want to estimate how much you spend in a year. So when you multiply $1,900 times 12, the total comes out to about $23,000 a year. That's my total expense in 1 year. That's the number you want. So just keep that in mind, write that number down. So now you got the hard part out the way. Number two is, thing is, how much money are you actually putting into your retirement? The more money you put into your retirement, the faster you can retire. So personally for me, I will be putting in about $1,000 a month. So that's $12,000 a year. So let's go ahead and calculating how long it'll take for me to retire, or how much money I will need. All right, guys. So the website I want you guys to go on is called icmarc.org, right here. I do want to say I'm not getting sponsored. I'm not sponsored by these guys or anything like that. I just feel like it's a really good tool to, estimate how much money you'll need. I actually use them through my work. So, I just went over their website and I found some really good tools that he used. Anyways, here's the home page. You want to scroll down. You want to hit this right here, Retirement Education Center. Once you're in here, you want to click, let me see here. Okay, so once you get to this page, you need to hit get ready to retire. I don't know why it says that. Like I just discussed, you should be doing this way before you're close to retirement. So the link you want to hit is Retirement Withdrawal Calculator. Now that we're here, hit begin. And it's going to take you to this page here, Retirement Withdrawal Calculator. I want you to go here. How much money do I need? So first question, how much do you expect to need each year in retirement? So remember, that's why I walked through with you guys how much money I would need in order to retire. That was estimated to about $23,000. I need about $23,000 a year to retire. See, it says each year, 23,000. How many years in retirement do you fund? Meaning, for how long do you expect to need retirement? Most people do 30 years. I mean, honestly, I plan to retire much earlier. I'll get into that at the end of the video, why I want to retire earlier. It doesn't mean that I want to stop working. I just want to stop doing the job that I'm doing at an earlier age. So anyways, how long? I would say let's put in 35. So say you're 40, 50, 60, 70, 75. Let's put in 40 years. You want to collect retirement for 40 years. Okay, return rate. If you put your money into the S&P 500 through your retirement from work, it most likely will give you a 10% return on that money. And what rate of inflation do you expect during your retirement? I expect a 2%, because that's what it's been for a very, very long time. So then you hit next. This will give you the answer. I should have $300,821 if I want to retire and collect $23,000 a year. So that's how you calculate it, guys. Right here, this is how much money that I will need in order to retire. Obviously, you guys are going to be, it just depends on your circumstances. So let's say $300,000. Now next, how long will it take me to get $300,000? Let's do that calculator. That's in here also. I want you to go back and go here, save for the future. Go here, grow your savings. So contribution. So it is $0. Like I said, I am going to be putting $1,000 monthly. Return rate will be 10%. So guys, if I put let's say for saving period, I do this for 15 years, I will reach $398,000. But really, I only needed 300,000. So I can actually retire in 15 years. Let's do 13. Okay, 13, even better. Okay, and that's only if I put in $1,000. I plan on putting much more than that. By the way, just to let you guys know, you can put about, I believe, $19,500 a year. So if I put in 1,000, I'm only putting in 12,000. Since I can afford it, I can put more. But like I said, every circumstances are different. Everybody's expenses are different. However, everybody saves is different. And however, how much somebody makes a year is, obviously different too. Okay, so now that I showed you guys this, let's get to the final thoughts of this video. Okay, so final thoughts. Okay, guys, I know this looks very simple. I'm gonna try to make a lot of things simple, but they will be efficient. But you do have to remember that everybody's situation is different. For example, obviously, if you have kids, you're gonna have higher expenses in the future, right? For me, obviously, I'm probably gonna have more expenses in the future. So also, medical, you never know if something's gonna happen. You could have medical issues. So you can have medical expenses. You just never know what's going to happen in the future. So initially what I'm trying to say is things can change, guys. Things can change. So what is retirement to me? Retirement is not, I work for 15 years and after that, once I retire, I completely stop working. That is not what's retirement for me. And honestly, I've spoken to about 10, 15 people. I know a lot of people that have retired from their jobs that they work at, but they did not stop working because you know what? I mean, retirement is honestly overrated. People think, when you retire, you could just sit at home, watch TV all day long, or just, travel. You could only watch TV or movies for so long. You could only travel for so long. You're eventually going to, have to be home. And then what are you going to do for that time? And you know what most of these people did that retired? They ended up working. These people were making $40, $50 an hour. And guess what? When they retired, they were working for $15, $10 an hour. You know why? Because they didn't have anything else to do. What are you going to do? Just sit at home, do nothing? I don't think that's just not how humans are created. We have to stay busy. So when I say retirement, this is what I mean. When you retire, guys, that means you have the option to actually do what you love to do. You have the option to pursue what you've always wanted to do and not worry about money, right? Because you already retired, you're already getting money from that. So when you do retire, you have the choice to do whatever you want with your life. You can follow your passion at that moment. That's what retirement is for me. The job I have, the job 99% of the Americans have, it's not something they love. It's something that they have to do in order to pay bills, in order to feed their family members. And that's kind of just what it is for me too. I have bills to pay, so I have to go to work. It's not my passion. And once I retire, the goal is to not stop working. The goal is to follow my passion, do what I've always wanted to do. And you know what? Even if I don't make too much money off of it, hey, it's okay. I'm still doing something that I love to do. Anyways, guys, that completes the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I gave you guys some knowledge on this. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.